Identifying.
The king of cakes. Choppa for the win.
Hi, I'm Claire from the YouTube channel CakesByChoppA. I travel around Ireland doing all of the cool things there is to do. And I met Choppa when I lived in Australia. Choppa, you're one of my best friends, and I think you're going to be the only person who's going to be able to show me the thing I want to learn. So I'm pretty sure that I saw on Facebook recently a cake that changed colour. I don't know if it's a real thing, but if it is, will you please show me how to do it?
You're in luck, Claire. Yes, it really is a color changing cake, and I did a bit of research, and here's how to make it. What you're going to do is start off by cutting your cake and getting what size you want. It can be round, it can be heart shaped, it can be anything that has flat sides and a flat surface on top. And then I've trimmed mine off here, so I've got nice clean edges, and then I cut it in half because I want it quite high, because I'm also going to decorate the side as well. Fill your cake with a firm buttercream. You don't want it too soft because the pressure will push it all out the sides and ruin the look of your cake. Once you've got it filled, place it on top, and you can start with a crumb coat. I wasn't too fussy with this crumb coat because I know we're going to pack a lot of buttercream on top of this. So I just went around, sealed all the edges off, and then covered the top and popped it into the fridge. I let that sit in there for about 5 or 10 minutes because I really wanted it nice and firm, because when I put the next layer of buttercream on, I didn't want it to go through and push into the cake, because I do like these really clean edges for this. As you can see here, we're going to come back and apply a lot of buttercream to the side, starting from the bottom and working it up to the top. Now don't stress, because you're going to think, wow, Choppa, this is a lot of buttercream. But you do need it because we're going to take a lot off and then scrape a pattern into it. So cover it as much as you want, and then you're going to do a quick swipe motion across the sides and across the top. That's going to leave you with a nice flat surface. If you get any air bubbles, just take a little bit of buttercream, push it into it, because you don't want them popping through the bit when you take it off here. As you can see, just a nice smooth motion across the side, all the way around, leaving the top to last, and then you're going to drag it in from the corners, giving you that nice edge. I mean, I've done the edge here semi-straight, but as you can see, it doesn't need to be perfectly lined because we are going to cover that as well. A quick clean up around the board, fold a paper towel into quarters, and then take a swipe. Fold it the opposite way, take a swipe, and that just helps you clean up the board a lot easier. It's the best technique I've found. Now, taking your decorating tool, you're going to push it in until you can no longer see the ridges and pull it up swiftly. Then you're going to go around to the other end, do the same, and then all the way around. The reason we go up on the sides is because you need to spray from either angle of the ridge, so you do want to keep it easy, because you can't really spray upward from the bench with your airbrush or cake things. To get the pattern on top, you're going to put a guideline across the top and then go up and down in a wavy motion. I started with 3 waves and then turned the cake around, measured from the bottom, did another 3, and then that's a guideline for me to count down and meet the other ridges, so the up parts will meet the down parts of my previous line. If that doesn't make sense, just have a look at the video. Where it dips down, I'm meeting it with an up. So you do that all the way across the cake, and you will notice you've pushed a little bit of buttercream off the edge. Just swipe that up and be careful. If you don't have an airbrush, you can get hold of these colour mists at any cake or craft store. Spotlight in Australia sells them for about $12. When you're spraying the sides, you're going to spray it from the angle of the ridge you want that side coloured. So I started on the left side, painting that silver. And yes, this is edible, because every time I use the word paint, people ask, is it edible? Yes. And then I went around and did each edge a colour solid. So there's a yellow edge, and there's a pink edge, a green edge, and a blue edge. Now once I do the colour, I go across and do the half of the cake on the left side, yellow. Then I did the left side, once it's rotated, pink. Then you're going to go from the opposite side and do the right side green and the right side blue. So when you spray across the top of the cake, it's only hitting one side of the ridge. And then you just spin the cake and do the opposite side a different colour. So it doesn't actually change colour, it's just the optical illusion that it does, because you're seeing the cake from a different perspective. You can go around and put a decorative border on the side. I went right around the edges, up the sides, and around the top because I'm going to place a little watermelon decoration. Which reminds me, I'm starting a new series of fondant cake toppers of little characters and figurines. You can see here the watermelon that was placed on top. That'll be coming very soon. Check out the end of the video for a link. That should be up by the end of the week. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of these, so keep an eye out for them. I'm glad to be back in 2016. Please check out my friend Claire's videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
My name is Claire. 2 years ago, I returned from Australia with a newfound appreciation for the Emerald Isle. I wanted to do everything cool there is to do in Ireland, and I gave myself 2 years to do it. 2 years later, it's too much fun to stop, so I'm extending it. This is my Irish bucket list.